a full day of fun, $150.
Full day of fun.
Wow.
Amazon $8.99 now.
Yeah, you think that?
Now, can these give you cancer?
Oh yeah, they definitely do.
How often do people find actual treasure?
I don't know. I think it's like never.
Your hobby's just your grave robber.
yeah, right.
What do you do for fun?
I try to metal detect, but I haven't done that in 3 years.
Oh, I forgot you're in the metal detector.
That's the best.
Oh my God.
Isn't that nuts?
Detecting guy,
That's so funny.
my neighbor. I paid $150 over the winter. She finally came by. I haven't been by the house when she stopped by, and she came by to give us a loaf of bread. And she was just inside the house and talking for a while. I said, you know what? She's got like a really historic, crazy yard and shit. So I was like, oh, I said, you know what? I said, I just pulled out $150. I said, you know what? I don't know when I'm going to stop by, but I'm going to be in your front yard one time. And she's like, okay. That's it. So I just gave her $150.
Do you have to pay to go on people's sites?
Yeah, you do. Typically you do.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's a little much.
yeah, it's like a sign of good faith or something.
Sign of respect.
Yeah.
A buck and a half though, buddy. That's a lot. That's tall.
$150. Honestly, a full day of fun. $150.
A full day of fun.
Wow.
I haven't had one in 3 years, so I might as well do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Eric.
I remember you saying like that you like old foundations, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the dream, right? The old 1700s
The
foundations.
old sinkhole.
Do people know that you're into metal detecting?
I don't know.
That that's your fun. That's
That's my
such
go-to.
an interesting.
Yeah, it is a real random one.
It really is.
That's one of one. I've never heard anybody say that.
No, nobody does that. It's not cool. That's about the
That's all good, then.
lamest thing to talk about. Sorry, but
Nah, it's
that's what I do. I don't watch sports games, and I'll in a year in advance I'll pay people to metal detect their yard.
Holy.
I'm just laying out cash.
Like, I don't know when I'll have a day off, but in a year and a half or something, I'm going to be showing up in your front yard.
Wow.
Does yours make crazier noises than the ones you see on TV? Like the standard sound element they use on television?
Yeah, no, I mean they do.
What model metal detector do you have?
Garrett AT Max.
Yes. Is it AT Max waterproof MS? This one right here?
Yeah, I'm going to upgrade too to a Mind Lab. I want to do an Equinox 800.
This is awesome.
Oh my God.
Equinox 800.
Yes, Equinox 8, a Mind Lab Equinox 800.
There she
Wow,
is.
look at that thing. How much is that? 900?
Yeah, maybe like 1,100 new or something.
Looks like the price went down on them because the fun's over.
You try to get one. You get one used. You can't get one for like $800.
Amazon $8.99 now.
Yeah, you think that? I want all the with it though.
What's it come with? What's an attachment? What's an accessory for that? The
you
biggest screen?
Well, I mean, when you get some that's on the package deal, you need that sand scoop. You need all the because the Equinox 800 is going to be able to do the beach work. The AT Garrett Max is not going to do on the beach. It gets all squirrely.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. That's so.
It's the lamest thing in the world. Yeah.
No,
it's not, bro. It's
That's
cool.
not lame. Don't think that's.
Is there like a $10,000 metal detector?
Yeah. The Mind Labs go up really high, so it's like a GTX, I believe, 5,000, 7,000.
Let's find that.
And what is it? Just wattage?
I hope it's GTX. Talking about metal detecting, it's hilarious.
No, it's the best. Oh, that is it.
So that's a GPX.
MindLab GPX 5000.
Yeah, and it might go up to a 7,000. I can't remember.
There's a 6,000.
Those are the high end ones. Those, if you're searching for gold, that's the shit.
Now, somewhere that's the one right there. It looks like it's got a car battery on it. Look at that thing. There's Eric. Look, it's got a picture. Eric is the model.
Now, can these give you cancer?
Oh yeah, they definitely do. That's what you pay for. Now they got some huge ass coils, so you just like throw the dirt on top of the coils, so you know when you register. I mean, it's for digging in Nevada with like pickaxes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They like find some gold, go like 2.5, 3 feet deep.
Yeah,
and then they dig the shit out and they throw it on top of the coil, and it's like, holy, I got a nugget from hell.
How nothing.
Honestly, that's probably the case.
How often do people find actual treasure?
I don't know. I think it's like never.
There's never been one.
What have you found?
I search for old coins. I like old American. So what I'm searching for is like late 1700s, early 1800s crap.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever find it?
Oh yeah.
What do you find?
I find early 1800s mostly. I want to search old sites.
Yeah.
So in particular, so like when I'm talking about that girl across the street, I've been dying to get her site. She's got a old ass cemetery in the inner yard. I can't that because that's not the law.
Right.
So when no one's looking. No, I don't want to like
ghost.
Dig up old wedding rings and I don't want to like ghosts. So whatever. On the outside,
your hobby's just you're a grave robber.
yeah, right. That's what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
They call me the grave digger.
So, but she's got a massive front yard. It used to be the old meeting house.
Oh yeah.
There used to be this meeting house. They don't know when it was built. They don't know when it was ripped down, but they know it was transferred over in 1793 to a different meeting house. So it's old as and she's got the yard for it. It's the whole thing's there.
You'll find like what, uniform buttons?
Oh yeah.
Is that like a common find?
Tomback buttons are the period I want.
Those are the ones with the holes in it?
No. Tomback buttons will have like a welded iron back to it, but Tomback is an actual type of metal, and that's like period. That's what I want.
Do you test for Tomback?
Yeah, comes up good.
Says definitely start digging.
It says here it is.
You know,
let's go.
It'd be funny if the user interface, the user interface for the thing talked to you like a piece of shit. They were like, "Just get going, cowboy."
Ready? Are you ready?
You look down on your screen, it's revving you up like only a piece of shit could.
It's like this. You hit it. Let's do it.
Call the wife. Things are about to change.
Your wife said you were stupid. This is the one. Revs me up. Anyway, whatever.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
How much is a GX 5000? Sam, you gonna get into this?
Not a.
No, it's up my alley. I like this.
It is up your alley,
yeah.
yeah. Because it's tech. It's got the sensors and the stuff would drive you
Anything
nuts.
where you can buy expensive equipment.
It's good.
That's what I want.
And that's a pretty rare thing to do with a piece of expensive equipment.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was retired, I had a shit of money. You couldn't stop me from booking trips to locations.
Oh yeah.
I would just be hanging out because I like solemn silence. Other than that beep,
Man,
that's what I
so
want.
Great.
That's what I want. I want to just chill out and just do that all
I love
day,
that, bro.
Yep.
You ever think about like ground penetrating radar?
That gets really expensive. People
like
have like
next level up.
Yeah, I think people have like they'll find like an old farm.
Mm-hmm.
People search for meteorites and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it might be
Really?
some iron detection or something from a meteorite or whatever. But they'll have like a backhoe with a ass end from hell.
Yeah.
That just detects that shit, just run up and down fields.
Get the out of
And
here.
then they'll dig. Those things like penetrate really deep, so they'll dig out stuff that's like like 13 feet deep, and they'll pull out a meteorite and make a living off of that.
Holy shit.
It gets fucking nuts.
Where?
My backyard, we did it. No.
That lady's yard here. Her friend, I did her house. I gave her $200.
It's gonna cost me a fortune to clear the land. I
The
gotta fucking
cemetery.
You're digging up a lady's walkway. There's nothing underneath there.
I gotta
You're
trim about 20,000 trees, and then I'm
see that. I know it's back there because it's only about 1.5 miles in of raw woodland. 200-year-old oak wood. And once I clear the a roadway and backfill myself with gravel, get myself a road back there, I'm gonna be looking at 80,000 in site work right off the rip.
it's
You own the
guaranteed money
land?
back though.
Do you own the land? No. No, why?
This fucking animals. I went and I had my coin collection. I went, I brought it to a guy who said he was like PSA is kind of like the grading service, and I'm sure you guys know about that crap. But I went to this ass. He was such a to me. I brought my whole collection, and he was like, no, just tossing this shit like around.
No.
Yeah, it was like brutal. It was crazy. I was like, well, I was looking to get like a value of the whole collection. And he was telling me that there's people out in Narragansett that are buying lots of like 20, 30 acres at a whack. And now they're flying like airplanes over them that can detect.
Wow.
So they know when to do that backhoe treatment.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
How sick of a person, like that guy explaining what he's thinking to you, and you would know what he's thinking?
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole time I was like this. So what about my coins? I had no clue what he's talking. I said, so should I get an airplane? Stupid as that.
I can't even imagine a guy.
He was talking like 25 steps over his head when he was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, yeah, like basically like tossing my coins around. Like, listen, I'm talking to my best friend owns an airplane. We buy 30 acres at a whack in Narragansett.
Who is that?
Some asshole in like just outside of Natick. I don't know.
Wow.
Supposedly a PSA dealer. So he was grading my coin that aren't graded. He was grading them in his.
That you found underground?
No, these I bought from collections. But,
okay. Yeah. I've had good luck with coin guys. They're all weird as.
Yeah, because they're tough. I'm nice. You know what I mean? Those guys are cutthroat.
Well, it's crackheads.
Yeah.
Imagine the deal. They have to sort through crackheads, bringing them handfuls of change.
So you have a coin collection.
I sold a lot of it.
You sold a lot of it.
Yeah, since talking to that guy, yeah. I found one guy at a coin show that I thought was pretty cool, and he was like this. As soon as every single thing I brought up, he was just calculating on his calculator constantly. I was like, he's doing something. The worst thing is you talk to people, you bring a coin collection, I call them ahead of time. I say, listen, I'm not looking for silver weight. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I don't want to show up with 25 pounds worth of coins that are silver and say, I don't waste my time. So I get to this guy. He's like, no. Obviously, I understand the value behind the value of the coin and all this shit. I show up there at the end of the fucking hour thing. He's like this. Yeah, I mean, I can give you silver weight. It's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. It's like, what the f am I doing?
That would drive me.
He offered, and who cares? He offered me $2,700. The guy that bought the coin collection was over 10. You know, like that's like someone that understands a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that guy was pretty cool.
I bought gold one time without a scale from a lady at a car dealership when I was at my lowest.
Oh yeah,
I had no money, and she was like, "You buy gold," and I was buying silver like a couple of months before that.
Oh man, I remember when you did that.
Remember when I used to buy silver on my lunch break?
I remember that.
You came home from your car dealership job and you had handfuls of like jewelry and shit.
I used to buy silver at my work.
Oh my god!
So like
bro.
I'd weigh it with a thing, and I would have put it in a bag, and I'd be like, "All right, I'll give you." You know, I'd always switch like the penny weight to grams.
Yep.
Whatever was my favorite. I don't even remember how to do it anymore. I just remember being like, "This isn't less." So I'd be like, "Yes, here it is. It's $20 an ounce. Would you take $16 or whatever the fuck it was?" You know, and they'd be like, "Sure." And I'd be like, "Yes, here's $45."
Yep.
And I would just stick it in a bag, and then every like month and a half, when I had no money, I would trade it in and go get like $300, and I'd go beer money for a couple of weeks or weed or whatever.
I remember when you were in Providence with your wife, and I remember going over there, and like this is when I wouldn't even think about silver or sterling silver or anything like that. I remember looking over, and you're like, "Well, these bags right here are all sterling silver," and you had like 12 bags full of forks and spoons and like you had
always stocked up. Like when I was younger and I had no money, because you'd go to antique shops. The easiest way as a trick is you go to antique shops that are booths. Someone's gonna be 60% off because they're leaving. If there's silver in that booth, you win.
Right.
You're up 70% profit margin. So if you go to as many antique stores as I was in the beginning of when my wife was my girlfriend, that's like our hobby together. We would go to like 40 antique shops. It was just a little like, oh wow, he's so slick. Look at those street smarts. Just a little bit harder.
Even when we went to the auction, I went to the auction. You didn't make it the other day. I was surprised because silver weight, who gives a shit? But the auctioneer is telling us how much silver weight is when we're there, and you got like China sets or whatever. What do you want to call it? Silverware sets, right? So the things that come up, he's like, it's $980 in silver weight. It goes for $640. Now, why is that?
Because the fee, and he leaves meat on the bone for the silver guys.
Okay.
The silver guys keep the auction afloat when it's dead and dry.